What is parchment binding? Have you ever wondered what makes certain antique books so special? One key factor is the binding technique used, and today we are focusing on parchment binding. This traditional method utilizes parchment, which is made from specially treated animal skin, as the cover for books. Parchment is known for its durability and flexibility, making it a favored choice in historical and collectible books. Parchment binding can take various forms, but one of the most notable styles is limp parchment binding. In this style, the parchment cover is not attached to stiff boards like many modern books. Instead, the parchment itself forms the entire cover, which is soft and flexible. This type of binding became popular from the late 15th century onward, especially for pocket editions and more affordable books. The limp parchment cover is usually attached to the book's sewn gatherings. This can be done by sewing through the parchment along with the text block or by securing it with end-band slips. This method allows for a quick and cost-effective binding that is lightweight and somewhat resilient to damage. If these books get wet, they can often be recovered more easily than those with rigid covers. One interesting aspect of parchment is that it is porous. This means it reacts to changes in temperature and humidity by expanding or contracting. This characteristic can affect the book's shape and durability. Therefore, careful handling and storage are essential, especially for collectible and antique books, to maintain their condition. It is important to note that parchment binding is different from vellum binding, even though the terms are sometimes used interchangeably. Vellum is a finer quality of parchment made from calfskin, known for its smooth texture and strength. Both materials have been used throughout history for covering manuscripts and printed books. In the realm of collectibles and antiques, parchment-bound books hold a special significance. They often indicate an older or historically important volume. The use of parchment covers can reflect the book's age, origin, and the binding practices of a specific period. Collectors appreciate parchment bindings for their durability, historical authenticity, and the unique tactile and visual qualities they offer. For collectors, there are practical considerations to keep in mind. Parchment is sensitive to environmental conditions, requiring controlled humidity and temperature to prevent issues like warping, brittleness, or mold growth. Proper care is essential to maintain the integrity of parchment-bound books over time. In summary, parchment binding is a historic technique that uses animal skin parchment as a flexible cover material, often in a limp style without stiff boards. It is cherished in the antiques and collectibles field for its durability, historical significance, and distinctive appearance.